Ground and pound. Ground and pound. Ground and pound.
Ja, liebe Fight-Fans, neben mir MMA-Legende Wanderlei Silva. Wanderlei, so you were supposed to fight Akiyama and then you get injured. What happened?
Yeah, I turned my ACL, and I hurt my knee, I hurt my ribs, and after that I can't fight in July. I do surgery like 2 months ago, and I'm maybe gonna back fight in March or April.
So you start training or you are still in healing process?
Yeah, I'm healing and I'm gonna start training next month. I'm gonna start lift weights, I'm gonna start swimming, I'm gonna start training fights. Next month I'm gonna start my camp for my next fight.
So Michael Bisping fought yesterday against Akiyama and you fought against Michael Bisping and you were supposed to fight Akiyama. So how interested was it for you to see this fight?
No, it's interesting because it's a two potential opponents for me, and he's been doing very well yesterday, and Akiyama too, and I think it's a two good opponents for future.
Talking about opponents, I have to ask you, you are very calm and respectful, but if someone talking about bad Brazilian fighters, you get really pissed off. And you had a situation there with Chael Sonnen, I saw it on the blog, and you talked to him, you never know the future.
Yeah,
you remember it?
it's true.
Was it something like calling him out, or maybe notice that Brazilian fighters are no joke? You said, if you have respect, you don't lose your teeth.
No lose your teeth, yeah. No, because sometimes the guy's talking a lot in interviews and talking some things, and be careful because one day you're going to be close to me, You're going to stay face to face and I'm going to remember what you talk about me. Because okay, you have a promotion, you're talking about your opponent. You need to know maybe you're going to stay close to him, and the guy want to know what you're really thinking about,
You fought in the middleweight division now, but if Chael come back, he had now 1 year layoff because of the situation, would you accept the fight? Maybe you go, he's a middleweight too, but maybe is light heavyweight division interesting for you too?
Yeah, I fight in light heavyweight, no problem. I fight in 205 my whole life, and so I'm gonna fight in 205, 185, I'm fighting both, no problem.
Talking about the champion, Anderson Silva, there were some rumors that you will fight against him at UFC 99. You were in Germany, and they talk about if you would have won against Rich Franklin, maybe you would have fought against him. So he's now fighting Vitor Belfort. And both opponents would be very nice for you to fight, because you had a loss a couple of years ago against Vitor. First, what did you think? What do you think about the fight, and which one you would like to fight?
Yeah, for fighting, I want to fight just with Belfort. I don't want to fight with Anderson. Anderson is my friend now. He come back, talk to me, explain what has happened. Yeah. But I think Anderson gonna win. But for me, personally, it's a more interesting if Vitor won, because it's a more potential opponent for me. I'm gonna waiting for one guy won the title, the title changed the hands for a fight with the other guy, because I don't gonna fight with Anderson.
So in the history there was a little bit rival against Brazilian teams, Chupac's team versus a Brazilian top team. What is the situation now? Do we work all guys together and say in the UFC we have to support the Brazilian fighters, or is there still a rivalry going on?
No, the rival is a good revival. I'm thinking all teams growing up with that, because we're training more for fights with the good opponents. But I think it's a good revival, But now in Brazil we don't have a lot of same teams, And I think in future we're gonna have the new fighters. This is good revival on the back.
Yeah. So at least in Germany, the situation about MMA is a little bit difficult. They banned it on TV, and so they say it's a barbaric sport, and the fighters are really bad role models for the youth. What did you think? Can you say to the German public and the German-speaking part of Europe, what is MMA all about?
No, the MMA is a martial arts. In the martial arts, we train in respect, we train in discipline, we train in like exercise, like no drugs, no cigarettes, no. It's a sport. The martial arts is a sport, and this is a really interesting sport because. There's two guys training for that just inside the octagon. It's one show, it's a martial arts show. No, nobody going out and gonna fight in the street or gonna. No, this don't happen. Of course, this don't happen. The guys look on watching and cheer, and there's a real interesting sport. I think the people start watching more the sports, understand more, and these bad things gonna pass, and the guys gonna accept this great sport. No, I fight my last fight in Germany, and the public there is crazy. I love my German friends. The guys give a great support for me in the fight, and this is a great honor for me. In the future, I want back to fight in Germany.
Great, I think they would love to hear it. So thank you for doing this interview. It was an honor, and hope to see you soon in the future.
Thanks so much, I appreciate it.